thanks for making time to join me and talk a little bit about your master plan community here of Providence.
Absolutely.
Things look good. It's a lovely community.
Thank you.
So listen, you're on the board. You've been the board president for how long now?
I've been on the board for 7 years, and I've been the board president for a little over 4 now.
Little over 4.
Little over 4, yes, sir.
All right, you're very passionate then about Providence and the community.
I am. I love this place.
That's good. Tell us a little bit about the community.
Providence, if you're familiar with the movie The Sandlot, that's how I like to describe it. It's a place where everybody gets together in the summer. They go to the pool. We have events. We have 17 different pocket parks throughout the community.
Okay.
We have a lake. So it's a place where everybody can get together. You make friends, not just the kids. The adults make friends too. And it's just a very family-centered community.
Okay. Well, I see a baseball field right here. We could actually revisit the Sandlot movie if you want, right?
We could. I actually play in one of our softball leagues, so there you go.
Do you have a lot of community-sponsored events here?
We do. We have different events, such as like a foam event for little kids to play in.
Fun.
We do concerts. We're having a concert here in 2 weeks at this awesome field so kids can play on the playground, parents can enjoy the concert, we'll have a food truck. And then our big events are Easter, where we have a big egg hunt, and we have some rides. And then my favorite is the 4th of July. So we have fireworks, and in the daytime we use this whole field and put like bounce houses and everything up.
Okay.
And then Christmas, we do light up the season, same thing, big field here. Lots of beautiful lights, food trucks, music, Santa Claus. So
Okay, a lot of good times at
a lot
Providence.
of good times. A lot of good times. A lot of good
Perfect.
times.
So listen, we're appreciative of being your partner, your HOA management partner. We've been in this relationship now about 9 months.
9 months.
But this started somewhere.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about when you decided as a board to kind of consider changing management companies.
Okay.
And really what was going on at the time? What challenges were you having in terms of why did you want to look at changing partners?
Well, for us, I think we wanted somebody that would be consistent
Okay.
and that would actually manage the community, because as a volunteer, I wasn't getting to really volunteer. I was having to help manage and put out fires constantly and redirect and follow up. And that was becoming to be a little bit of a stressor on my life personally and the rest of the board. So we wanted to find a company that would be able to come in and actually manage us and be hands-on and take the reins so that we could get back to, you know, just being volunteers and running meetings and enjoying the community and doing all the events. And we wanted a company that would be great at collecting our assessments.
Okay.
We wanted to make sure that our money was actually getting collected so we could continue to maintain this beautiful community.
That's actually foundational, right?
Yes.
Gotta make
We
sure
need
you
to have
collect the
money.
Yeah.
We need to have money,
To
yes.
invest in the community. That's good. So a lot of challenges and felt like you were doing a little bit more than you should be doing, or maybe a lot more than you should have been doing.
There was just so much breakdown in communication.
Okay.
Communication is key to any partnership.
Yeah.
If you don't have good communication, you don't have a good foundation for a partnership.
Yeah. How was the transparency at the time between you and that management company?
Not very transparent. And that was, again, the breakdown in communication, which is one of the reasons why I love RealManage, because they're really managing us. It's like the perfect name. They actually come out and manage us.
Yeah.
So, and the
Okay.
communication is great, very responsive, very transparent with everything so far.
Okay. Well, it sounds like those are some of the reasons you decided to move forward with a partnership with RealManage. Anything else as you were kind of evaluating other companies that's worth sharing in terms of why you chose RealManage?
I mean, we love the personalities that RealManage brought to the table. I mean, you guys were energetic. You were great salespeople, but I'm going to be honest, one of the biggest selling points was your software.
Okay.
So SiraNet was a game changer for us, because going from a management company where it would take 6 months to get a response about something regarding financials and how many accounts were past due, to be able to actually log in real time while I'm sitting at home drinking my coffee, because that's what I do sometimes, and check our accounts and see real time balances is amazing.
Yeah,
So-
what a difference that can make, right?
It made a huge difference. So, you know, we get information real time, the response rate's faster, and it's right there. So SiraNet was the biggest seller. You guys are great. We love you, but your software was the #1 seller.
Well, I like to tell people too, I mean, the software really enables efficient service delivery, right? Because we're all looking at the same data.
Yes.
It's all real time, to your point. We can make meaningful decisions collectively, or the board can, right? Because
Yes.
you have the data you need.
Yes.
Both operationally and financially, right?
Mhm.
So it sounds like it's been a big lift for the community, for the board. And then for the efficiency, like I said, in terms of service delivery, right? Making sure we're delivering against what we set out to do.
Yes, 100%.
Which is good. CereNet is obviously a game changer for a lot of our communities. And it's funny, as we talk to a lot of boards out there, they don't realize that something like this does exist, that they can get real-time data.
Real-time data.
To make those decisions and understand the health of the community, operationally or financially, which is good. So you decided to come with us, CereNet. Super cool team as well, it sounds like. And the team is still cool?
We have a great team. Okay. I couldn't be happier with this team. Every single person on our team contributes every single day. They're always contributing. And then, you know, the offsite managers, the upper management, they're very engaged. They come to our annual meetings. They'll pop by our board meeting just to check in. So it's not like you're just emailing somebody. You actually have a face to the name. So it's very personable.
Did you get much of that support before, at least from the extended leadership team? To support
At a prior management company, only when there was a problem.
Only when a problem?
Only when there was a problem. So this is more, I don't know if you want to use the word proactive, but they're actually, it feels like they care and they're more involved on a daily basis versus here just to put out fires, because we haven't really had to put out any fires since switching management companies, which is a great thing.
I'm glad that's showing up for you, because that is one of the things that makes us really different is our investment in the leadership level.
Yes.
Right, and making sure they're available for the on-site team, for the board, they're actively involved with what's going on here. They're working on strategic planning as well as just kind of tactical execution. So I'm glad to hear that that's showing up for you guys in a good way.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit. You make the decision, we move into a transition, right? We do things a little bit differently out there in terms of our focus and dedication to the transition with a dedicated transition team. How was that experience, kind of moving from the old company to us?
It took a little bit of getting used to because, you know, there's so much that you're having to transition over files, employees, but we had a set transition team that was here and they were a lot of fun.
Okay.
So they made the transition for the residents a lot easier because they were so approachable. And I think that's important. You don't want to come into the office with a question and have somebody grumpy and not want to answer your question. So just having high energy in there and people that were willing to find answers was great for the residents. As a board member, it was great because they were able to answer our questions in real time and they were there to support us. And our team, Tony Hernandez was amazing. Awesome. I mean, she's amazing. And then Kendall, I love Kendall. She just brings so much energy. And I mean, if we could just bottle her up and take her everywhere, we would. But she was great as part of our team and they did a great job with hiring our staff.
Okay.
And we did get to interview the GMs that we are bringing on, you know, our candidates. So I like that, but they did a great job.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we're really focused on is the partnership aspect of the relationship and making sure for key roles like that, like the GM, that we collaborate with you, right?
Yes.
Making sure that we collectively know what skills and experience we're looking for. We obviously have expertise in that.
Yes.
But then bringing the top candidates to you and say, hey, is this a personality fit, a cultural fit? You feel comfortable working with this person, et cetera. So we're in this thing together as partners, right?
Absolutely.
Have you had to use, so Tony, you mentioned, she's one of our client success managers that help with the transition. And sometimes where we have limited resource or maybe a lapse in coverage from the general manager, that CSM will come back and help out. Either sit in the chair or just kind of help the on-site team. Have you guys had to use that here
We
at all?
did. We did just for a little bit because we made an offer to a GM and they were going to accept and then they withdrew for personal reasons in their life. And then we just had to make sure we had the right fit here. So it's not like we didn't have leadership on site. We always had somebody here in the interim until we got our current GM, Richard, on board.
Yeah, and that's one thing we hear a lot is when a GM is changing or is out on vacation, extended vacation or sick or whatever, there's that gap in coverage, right? The continuity of leadership isn't there. So to have someone like Tony, who is familiar with you, the residents, the community, could step back in that chair and make sure there was continuity of leadership and coverage until you found the GM, right?
Yes.
So I'm guessing that was pretty comforting having that.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
resource, right?
Absolutely, because I still wasn't having to come up here and work like a volunteer 40 hours a week because they had it under control.
Yeah.
So it was great. Like after the first 7 days of them being here, I knew that I was going to be so much happier as a volunteer. So getting to volunteer again.
That's good, right?
Yes.
Which is the goal. At the end of the day, we're here to kind of manage the day-to-day operations, and the administration of the community, obviously provide you the data and insights to make decisions as a board member, but allow you to be a volunteer,
Yes.
right? So you are back to being a volunteer.
I'm back to being a full-time volunteer, meaning I am only there if they need questions. It took a while for me to transition out of that to where our GM was like, hey, get out, we got this, we got this. And they have it, and I just get to run board meetings and do events and pop in and say hi every now and then. So I'm loving it. I mean, the communication is great. We get email communication from our GM. If there's an issue, he can call me. So it's been night and day for me personally as a volunteer, and I'm very, very grateful.
That's awesome. And do you think the residents see it as well?
Absolutely. I think the residents definitely sense there's just an energy shift in the clubhouse with our current staff, because the people that are here want to be here, and they're friendly, and they don't mind helping you and helping solve problems if there is one. So I think that's been a game changer for our residents. We've had a lot of positive feedback from our office staff. Again, the hiring team, they did an amazing job. All the personalities, they all gel.
Yeah.
They gel well together.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes hard to do. So we have a great team.
Yeah. It's
everybody.
Great. It's great to hear you compliment a lot of the kind of supporting infrastructure, if you will, or other groups like the HR team, et cetera, transition, HR, the tech team that come in to support the on-site team, support the board, to make sure you're getting everything that you need, right? And that we're delivering the value that you expect from us. So as we kind of look forward, we've been partners of yours now for 9 months.
9 months.
Right? Sounds like things are going really well, which is great. I appreciate you sharing all that. Anything that, as you look forward into the next year, that we need to focus on, or you'd like to see us kind of do to invest more to kind of take us to the next level?
Oh, well, I mean, for our team specifically, we're still putting out some fires from prior management. So we're still working on some of that transition. So, preventative maintenance wasn't really done under our prior team. So we're working on getting systems in place for that to make sure that we are set up for success in the future.
Sure.
So that's really what we're looking for right now, is just to make sure that, longevity is going to be good. But so far, I can't really pick a lot for y'all to improve on.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll take that answer. That's
just
good.
being honest.
Well, we can close
Just
up some
being
loose
honest.
ends, it sounds like, and then just keep doing the good things that we're doing. Well, listen, I want to say thank you for being a great partner, right? Because we can come with a good team, great HR, good technology, but the board has to want to embrace it and wants to partner with us, engage with us, define roles and responsibilities in a clear way so you can be a volunteer and we can kind of do what we've been tasked to do. So I appreciate you being a great partner of ours.
Absolutely.
Being vocal, being a great teammate, and the board as well. So on behalf of RealManage and the team, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking time to kind of walk through the community a little bit and share your experience in working with us.
Absolutely.
All right,
Thank you.
perfect. Thank you.